if you are tired of hearing people asking you why you're quiet, asking you why you're being awkward, please continue to listen to these tips that I have. Hello beautiful people, it's Maya, and today's mission is to share with you some tips and tricks on how you can overcome your shyness, how to deal with your shyness, and to essentially become a little bit more social, or at least convince yourself that you're social. So for one thing, a lot of people think that I'm this extrovert, this super outgoing person, when in reality I'm pretty reserved. I'm an introvert, I'm shy, I'm quiet. And I got to a point where I was tired of hearing things like this. Oh my gosh, you're so quiet. Do you talk? Why are you so quiet? Oh my gosh, I forgot you were there. Why are you being so awkward? Okay? And if you are tired of hearing people asking you why you're quiet, asking you why you're being awkward, or why you're afraid to order your burger and fries, please continue to listen to these tips that I have. So my first tip is to understand that shyness stems from fear. Let me say that again for you because this is very important to understand as a shy person. Shyness stems from fear. And do you know what fear is? Fear is false evidence appearing real. If you have not heard that before, please listen to that. False evidence appearing real. This is important to understand as a shy person because when you're shy, you have this thing in your mind where your anxiety acts up, you're afraid to do sometimes the most simple tasks. So you have these fears, whether it be fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of not being accepted, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being smart enough, fear of not knowing what to say, or that you're going to make a fool of yourself. And you have all these things constantly running in your mind, and it ends up depriving you of opportunity. Trust me, I have been in large classes before, and I don't raise my hand because I'm afraid that my answer is going to be wrong. And then guess what? Someone says the answer, and you're like, I knew that was the answer. I should have said something. My second tip on understanding your shyness and learning how to get rid of it is to evaluate why you are shy and be mindful of when it acts up the most. So what I mean is to be self-aware of your shyness and be mindful of it. Does your shyness act up in certain situations, like you're giving a school presentation and you're afraid to speak up and your classmate keeps saying, wait, I didn't hear that, and you get nervous because you have to raise your voice? That has happened to me several times. Oh my gosh. Or is it around certain people? Or is it around your crush and you have this fear of rejection so you don't want to speak? Understand when you are shy, why you are shy. It's not something that you can just easily identify, but once you start to see like, oh, I get super shy during presentations. I get really shy when I'm in an uncomfortable situation. I get really shy when I have to meet new people and I don't know what words to say, or little things like that. Once I started to understand when I'm super shy or my shyness acts up the most, then I was able to figure out ways on how I could improve from that. My next tip is to fake it till you make it. And what I mean by that is fake being a social person, fake being a confident person until you can convince yourself in your mind first that you are able to overcome this shyness. So let me explain that a little bit more. Obviously, you can't just flip a switch and be like, okay, I'm going to be super confident. I'm going to be super social today. Because if that was the case, don't you think we would have done that already? So the first part, if you're going to fake it and being the super confident, super bubbly person, you need to take care of yourself. If you want to get your nails done, get your eyebrows done, you want to get those new shoes that make you feel good, if you want to try that new hairstyle, okay, do what is going to make you feel good, because when you feel good, you give out that welcoming energy. So take care of yourself, make yourself feel good, okay? Another way on how you can achieve faking being confident is to implement positive body language. Please listen to me, and when I tell you, this has totally changed the game for me when I want to convince myself and attract, more people to have a conversation with me. Right now, I probably don't have the best posture, but the first part of implementing positive body language is posture. You're walking down the street with your head like this, you're on your phone, you're like this, okay? Implement the small changes. Shoulders back, have your chin up, and give eye contact when someone's speaking. When someone's speaking, okay. Show them that you're interested in the conversation. I know it's going to be awkward when you're looking into somebody's eyes. When you give eye contact, you're showing that you are trying your best to engage in the conversation, that you're listening to them. And what I've learned as a shy person, when I give eye contact with someone, it kind of distracts me of figuring out like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say next? What am I going to say next? I'm focused on what they're saying, and then the conversation flows a little bit more. Please stop doing this. I used to just walk around and I have my arms like this. I'd have my arms crossed. You ever notice like a bodyguard or something, or security people, whatever, when they're standing in front of an entryway and they don't want certain people to come in, they have their arms crossed. Do you know why? This is closing you off. You were telling there was a fly. You were telling people, do not approach me. I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to be here. And I know it's really comfortable to just sit with your arms crossed, but it's got to stop if you want people to approach you more and you want to come off as a more social person, and you're allowing more people to want to interact with you. Because if you see someone standing and they're slouching and they're looking like this, you don't want to mess with them. But if they're sitting up, their chin is up, shoulders back, smiling, blah, 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 you're being a little bit more welcoming. The next tip that may seem very unrealistic is to accept yourself, okay? Accept yourself, accept your flaws, accept the things that you think are making you more prone to judgment. Obviously, this is not something that you can just, I accept myself. Okay, I accept myself. Everything's done. No. When you accept yourself 100%, things just start to come together. It's a process. But once you learn to accept yourself, accept the way you speak, accept your quiet voice, accept your introverted personality. Once you accept those things, it's like, you know what? I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to be afraid to speak to that person. I'm not going to be afraid to start a conversation. If I make a fool out of myself, okay. It's much easier to engage with people when you know that you accept yourself and you're not going to be worried about saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, because you already know how you are. Accept yourself. Accept yourself as a shy person. Yeah, I'm shy. Yeah, I'm an introvert. Yes, I love staying by myself and doing things by myself. Yes, I get refreshed from being in my own company. There's nothing wrong with that. Accept yourself, accept your shyness, and accept that you are the person that you are, and it is okay. It's okay to not be the loudest person in the room. It's okay not to be that person that is speaking to every single person in the room. There's nothing wrong with being shy. My next very important tip is to try new things, take risks, and put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Uncomfortable. Now I know you're hearing that and you're saying, no, I'd rather keep it safe. But guess what? I was in that same place too. I wanted to keep doing the same things that was making me stay in this shy bubble and worried about social anxiety and all those different things. But then I started to take little baby steps, little baby steps. Try something that scares you, because the thing is, that is the only way for you to grow. That is the only way for you to get out of this shy bubble and to step into new things. You could be holding yourself back from so many opportunities, from so many things. And it's time. I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to you, shy person. I am speaking directly to you. It is time to try something new. It is time to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and see how it goes. Just feel it out. This is why I started a YouTube channel. I wanted to start one for such a long time, but I was so scared of what other people were going to think. I was so scared of not having the numbers that I wanted or whatever. But I was like, you know what? I can learn from this. I'm going to put myself into a new situation, something that obviously scares me a lot, and do my best to get out of my little bubble. Focus your energy on initiating conversations with others. Go to that party with your friends. Raise your hand in that class. Ask for more ketchup. Put that foot forward and just do your best and try it. Because 99.9% of the time, you're going to say, oh, well, that wasn't so bad. Or if things don't go your way, all right, at least I did my best and I tried. At least I did it. And that's what I've learned. If I raised my hand in class and it was the wrong answer, and I kept thinking about that fear being wrong and I was wrong, okay, at least I tried it, moving on. Because here is the thing. Humans are selfish people. So while you're so worried about what this person's going to say about your outfit, a lot of them don't care because they're so focused on themselves. We're focused on ourselves, and no one is so focused on what you're doing, what you're saying, and whatever. So stop worrying about that. So I want to end this video on a positive note, okay? Be proud of yourself that you have come this far. Be proud of yourself that you even watched this video to learn how you can deal with your shyness. Be proud of yourself that you finally spoke up in that class that you were nervous to talk about, that you finally spoke to that crush, that you finally did whatever you needed to do that was holding you back. Or that you finally walked past that group of people because you know what? You spoke to yourself. And you're implementing these things. You're working on your body language. You're working on accepting yourself, taking care of yourself. You're focused on these things and you are moving on in your journey. So thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips have helped you to kind of understand what you can do to at least fake it till you make it and be more of a social, outgoing person. And remember, if you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.